What's the deal? Man, this shit player, Bobby WAJ. Hey, man, all praise be to the Most High God. And the good times, the bad times, all praise be to the Most High God. That just is what it is. Hey, we're gonna get into some content, man, and I don't want this to come off as being repetitive or, beating a dead horse, and um, over representing or overusing a specific topic and all this and all that. We're gonna get into some content, man. We're gonna get into some content. Hold on, let me drop this. Just in case anybody wanna jump on and build with your player partner. The link is in the chat. We're gonna get into some content. Somebody just sent me a video and said, hey, I believe that this person is talking about you. It's all good. A lot of people are talking about me, whether privately or whether in, you know, off the internet in private settings and amongst their group of peers and all that. My content has a lot of individuals talking. Some are, giving me a shout out, giving me acknowledgement and all that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the tremendous um, outpour and the love that individuals have been sending my way, man, from my section, from other people's section, from the Bay, LA, back to the East Coast and all that, man. I appreciate the continued support, man, tremendously, tremendously. Even the individuals who are not too fancy of my content and whatnot, but they watch broadcast after broadcast, man, I appreciate y'all as well. You feel what I'm saying? But we gonna get into some content, man. Like I say, one of my loved ones hit me with a video. Boom, shot me the video. I'm watching the video. Hold on. Gotta watch everything. You feel me? If you happen to watch around, you know what I'm talking about. How y'all feeling out there though, man? Y'all looking good. Y'all better be smelling good. Y'all better be thinking good and feeling good and all this and all that. You feel me? It's show time. What you waiting on? Anything that you want to manifest, man, pray about it or meditate on it and go out there and get it. It's yours. You feel what I'm saying? What you waiting on? What you want, $1 million? Man, look, jump on this marathon with me, man. Let's go get our first million, man. I got a question, man. What's up with LA County stringing all these individuals along with this settlement? You know what I mean? They settled the case. They gave these individuals 4 billion to be dispersed and doled out to everyone according to the severity of their suffering. You understand what I'm saying? But I've been hollering at people and they say, man, we still waiting. This ain't happening. This ain't happening. I'm like, man, what they waiting on? Individuals to DIE? Individuals to go MIA? Because they already know the demographic that they're representing. They already know the population that they are speaking for, representing, and serving. You feel what I'm saying? So what you waiting on? Are you waiting on additional people? Are you waiting on additional people to come sign on so that I can give them a lower percentage of money because y'all can't see, you know, individuals that you call degenerates and misfits, societal misfits and all that, balling out with 2.5 million, 1.5 million, 500,000. Yeah, it's most definitely going to affect the streets. But if these people have suffered and endured, and even to this day still dealing with the side effects of being actually, put an S in front of it, violated in the custody of DCFS, Los Angeles probationary um, camps and juvenile halls and all that, man, pay them people their money. Whatever these individuals choose to do with their money, man, that's their prerogative. Pay these people their money. Why you stringing these people around and playing with they playing with their emotions and all this and all that? Hold on, we got Lil P said January is the first payments. I mean, that's what they say. But I've been talking to some people, man, and they say, man, they ain't even received the proper documentation to understand or know how much they're being paid. You can't say, not you, PGZ, but a person can't say, man, yeah, man, you know what I mean, from that settlement, man, your first payment is gonna come in. Wooty woo. Hold on. What was my portion of the settlement? Is you allocating, or are you issuing this person 5.5 million, 5 million, 3 million, 2 million, a million, half a million? What is this person receiving? Don't just send him, some money, boom, January 1st payments and all this and all that. But what's the overall portion that this individual is getting? You understand what I'm saying? Usually when it's situations like that, you have to sign an offer letter. They're going to make an offer. Okay, we can give you 1.5, or we can give you 750,000. The attorney gonna take 30%. You understand me? And you gonna get that. No taxes, no this, no that. You just can't tell a person, okay, in January we gonna give you this money. And then when you cut on the news, and if you've been watching and monitoring the news and all this and all that, not saying that I've been monitoring individuals' business and all that, but it's all over social media, it's all over the internet and all this and all that. Like, right? They say the DTLA, the Downtown Law Associate, Downtown Law Firm, Downtown Law, whatever it is, Downtown Law Attorneys, whatever it is, DTLA. They saying that now they're under investigation, and they gotta, pull all them cases back and go through it with a fine tooth comb and a magnifying glass, because some individual, went public and say, oh man, I just called and they told me everything to say. They told me to say this. They told me to say this around this time, and with you whoop. So a lot of people are guessing, and I hope that it doesn't. I hope it isn't true. I hope that it's not correct, and it's not legitimate, right? But they saying now they're reevaluating everybody's case. So they're making sure that you was really there, and the staff who named you said that they really worked there, and it was this and it was that, so on and so forth. So they're doing a thorough investigation in regards to the individuals, the downtown Los Angeles attorneys. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if it's going to have any bearing on the payout for everybody. You know what I mean? But this is an impediment. Before they say, "Oh man, we gonna pay you in January," you feel what I'm saying? Let these individuals know what they get, and send them offer letters, and let them know, like, you feel me? Listen, man, the offer is 750,000. You gonna take that? We gonna take 30%. You cool with that 750,000? And let a person say, yeah, and they say, okay, well, January, this, that, and third, whether it's the middle part, the beginning, or the end of it, you feel what I'm saying? We gonna give you this until we pay off that balance, like, you feel me? But I ain't never heard of a lawsuit, dog, to where you win, and then these individuals tell you, yeah, man, they gave us this, that, and third, but they ain't give it to us in its entirety, so we got to pay you over the course of 5 to 10 years. What? That's crazy. How much sense does that make? Like, realistically, like, how much sense does that make? That don't make very much sense. If these people was awarded this money, give these people their money. I don't give a if you got to go to the moon to get these people. They give them they due compensation. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But PJZ, man, you know what I mean? Peace and blessings to you, man. And I pray that the Most High God um puts you in a mind state to magnify and multiply any and everything that they give you, man. On the Renanels. Don Mecca. Don Mecca Sosa says, nope. Hold on. All right, it went all the way to the bottom. Lil P Jeezy says they offer a one-time offer of 150,000. What? For the trauma that a lot of people then endured at the hands of individuals who were put in position to protect them. They offer a one-time offer. They offer a one-time offer of 150,000. If a person jumps on 150,000, see, right now they trying to play. They trying to poverty pimp. They know a lot of dudes don't have uh a real education. They understand that common sense ain't so common. They understand that we come from these broken and destitute communities, and we don't really know the power of a dollar. We don't really know the value of money. So they telling you, man, we'll give you 150,000 right now. No, don't take that 150,000, because you probably about to get 2.5 million, depending on the severity of the abuse that you endure. Like, no, don't take that. Man, make them, man, listen, homie, you may get 1.5, and 30% of 1.5 is what, like 700 some thousand. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not real good with arithmetic, forgive me. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, to my folks, man, stay solid, stay down. Don't let them try to try to wait you out to the point where you're like, man, I'll take anything, just give me, like, no, get your due compensation. And if these people don't do what they're supposed to do in the allotted amount of time that they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do, then y'all got to get together and find out, is there any legal actions that you can take to expedite the process or get some type of answers, like what's going on. But brother PG, man, I appreciate that insight that you just dropped on your player partner. Oh, look, PG, he say that's coming this month. Oh, man, y'all about to be Jim Jones status. So boom, you get your offer letter this month. Then you got December to just chill, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Think about, man, I'm about to be up, I'm about to be balling and all this. And you know what I mean? In the 2026, man, I'm proud, man, on the reels, man. I pray that the Most High God doesn't allow some brothers and some sisters to get this money and destroy themselves. You feel what I'm saying? I remember when I was a youngster and my mentor, Akila Sherrills, he said he was talking to one of his, another one of his mentees, and the dude, he asked the dude, what you want out of life? And the dude was like, man, I want $1 million. And he had to tell him, like, motherfucker, $1 million will kill you right now. And that's true. I know a dude, man, he got his SSI settlement, man. And this dude, you know what I mean? He started indulging in those substances that he liked to do, but he overdid it, drinking and all that. And brother was smoking crack cocaine, man. He going to go buy, large amounts of crack cocaine. He getting everybody in the base house high and all this and all that, and boom, 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 and he fell out, cardiac arrest. He's dead. So if you ain't got the right mind state, man, $1 million can kill you. $1 million can be your destruction, and not always, in a form of DEATH, but just getting you in a position to where you're doing things that you typically don't do. Or you went and just got that new Ferrari or that new Corvette that everybody is ranting and raving about, and you didn't smoke some weed, or you didn't play with your nose, and you didn't jump in that thing, and you trying to show off, and you ain't never been in none that got 200 on the dash, and you crash. You know what I mean? Destruction can come in many different forms. But we gonna speak positivity, like, let's see. All right. Don Mecca Sosa says, nope, that was only for the 800 people on that case. Everyone else has to file their own lawsuit. Oh, got you, Haiti. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hot lead hurts. Yes, it does. And all praise be to God. Please, God, continue to keep a hedge of protection over me and my loved ones. But God, I specifically ask you never to allow me to ever feel that hot lead again. Yeah, that hot lead don't feel that good. You feel what I'm saying? And that's something that these kids got to understand, man. See, me coming from the community that I come from, I always knew that I go to prison because I looked at prison as a rites of passage. I gotta go to prison. I remember, man, my pops, he beat me, man. This dude beat me, man. Beat me to the point to where he broke my spirit. But I remember telling Mr. Andrews at Great Street Elementary when he was asking me what I want to be and all this and all that. I told him, man, I want to get older and I want to go to prison. I want to go to the pen. What? Well, you want to go where? And I told him I want to go to prison. And he wanted to know why I wanted to go to prison. I told him I wanted to go to prison so I can get buff. Contacted my auntie, had her on the phone because at the time she was my guardian. She reached out to my pops. My pops come up there. We in the principal office, and your son's behavior is this, that, and we want to ask him what did he want to do when he get older. He said he wanted to go to prison. He wanted to go to prison so he can get buff. I didn't understand that you can be a football player. Because coming from where I was coming from and my still developing mind, the big homies that I seen go to the pen, they went to the pen, they got buffed, they grew their hair out, they came back into the community, and people gave them honor. People venerated them. People gave them a certain level of respect. I just want to respect. I just wanted to be something or someone that can garner or that can get attention and that can get respect and honor from those amongst that, amongst the community. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know that. Nobody set me down to say, listen, you can be a football player and get buff. You can be a bodybuilder. You can do this. You can do that. You don't have to go to prison to get buff. But instead, my pops beat the living dunker fucker, fucker, man, homie, man. I used to get my ass, my behind beat. When I'm talking about beat, man, I still got scar tissue on my body from some of them beats that I got as a kid. But getting back to what I was saying, like, yeah, man, don't beat your kids, dog. Before you be quick to chastise your kids physically, at least try to have a conversation with them so that you can develop their mental. Let them know why are you properly disciplining them. If you're going to use, I think they call it corporal punishment, if you're going to use, spankings and all this and all that, please don't spank your kids when you upset, when you emotional. That's not the time to put your hands on your kids. Sometimes, and I practice this as a parent. Sometimes I'll be upset, right? But instead of me screaming, all that, what I try to do is allow my emotional state to balance out, and then I come and have a conversation with my child or my children. You feel what I'm saying? And I know that that's more effective than hooping and hollering at them and all that, because a lot of these kids have suffered or experienced some form of trauma, and they don't need you to be screaming and whooping and hollering at them. Like, you feel me? Give yourself some time. Go in the room, put on some music, relax, pick up the joystick and play a few rounds of GTA or Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. And then go and talk to your child, have a conversation. If you feel like it can't be resolved through a conversation, and that's when you use corporal punishment, but you have to do it the right way. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you beat these kids, man, you mentally break them. But when you have a conversation with them, you're teaching them how to hold themselves accountable, and you're also teaching them and equipping them with the skills that they're going to need to communicate and do conflict, resolution, conflict. You get what I'm saying? Resolve conflicts and all this and all that. But hold on, let me see right here. Queen Lady Act TV says 100. All right, man. Listen, let's get into the content, man. So it's so much I want to talk to y'all about, but we're gonna focus on this band. Bobby A topic of discussion, episode 21. It's becoming somewhat of a trend. It's becoming somewhat of a fad right now, and everybody wanna. Oh, DC baby Draco can't come over here. DC baby Draco can't come over here, and this, that, and third. And they putting a ban on him. Like, I want to know how y'all feel about that. Like realistically, like, really let me know how you feel about it. So, getting back to what I was saying for the third, fourth, or fifth time, my partner sent me a video. Boom. I think Cuzzy, I think Kim folks, I think loved one, I think this individual is talking about you indirectly. I say, no, not him. So I'm watching a little bit of the video. I'm like, oh yeah, man, he definitely did send some subliminals and threw a few shots. But me not looking for internet beef, me not looking for a personal beef, me not looking for the type of ingredients that can give social media the arsenal and the material to say, oh, these guys is now beefing with these guys because these content creators that got into it over this immature ass shit. So I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt, to the individual that made that content and shot some subliminals my way. I love you, brother. It's all love, you know what I mean? In this space, in this capacity, in this situation, man, we can agree to disagree. See, that's the thing. Brothers don't know how to cordially agree to disagree. Why does all our disagreements have to be rooted in violence or aggression? Oh, like, no, man, we can agree to disagree. See, other communities, they know how to agree to disagree, have a beer or have a conversation, laugh it off and say, man, but, you weren't thinking like this. And, I'm like, man, did my boy go to special ed? And they laugh about it. No, I ain't go to special ed, but, man, sometimes you act like you was in the same class all day, and he laugh it off. But with us, egos come into place. We feel like we're being challenged in a negative fashion, so we got to respond like a gangster. Nah, you don't always got to respond like a gangster. How could you always respond to situations as a gangster, and you're aspiring to be an entrepreneur? You're aspiring to get a certain job. You're aspiring to be a great father, a great husband, an amazing and a magnificent parent. So that shows that every situation and every challenge that we have in our lives, we can't respond to it in a fashion of a gangster. People challenge me all the time. You challenge Bobby, hey, you don't like the content, or you feel like this, that, and third. Let's have a conversation about it, brother. Let's set another example. Like, let's show people that black men can disagree, cordially disagree, have a conversation about it, and bury the hatchet. That's it. That's all. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But this comes with a certain level of maturation. This comes with being able to get out into society and explore and be a student of life and interact with different people from all different type of walks of life. You know what I mean? This comes from experience. This coming for thirsting for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what this is. This is grown man energy right here. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't coming to you as no gangster. I'm coming to you as Bobby A. Jones. Bobby A. You feel what I'm saying? I done seen a few things, allegedly did a few things, and I've been through a few situations and all this. And I have acquired a certain level of experience, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I want to be able to communicate and share that with my loved ones. Mellow S says Adam should be banned. Adam should be banned, but Adam cutting checks. Here you go, a check. Oh, okay. Well, let's bring you on as a guest host. Okay. I can use you because you got a voice. I can use you. You got influence. So let's bring you on as a host. Let's give you a certain amount of money per week, and also let's increase your views. Let's increase your followers and your subscribers on your individual platform. So it's like individuals are selling the culture. It's like the culture for sale. Like, the culture should not be for sale. Our communities, our integrity, our community. Let me not say integrity, because morals, principles, and integrity can't be sold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. But we got to stop selling our voices, man. We got to stop selling our influence and all that to individuals who don't give a fuck about our community. All right, Mellow S says, same with the Russian blogger, Hood Vlog, been doing it before DC Baby Draco, and he's not American. I totally agree with you, and that's a point that I express. Lil PGZ says Adam is the police. Okay, if Adam is the Bobby A, chill. Hey, I'm trying to be a little bit more mature, more responsible with my words. I'm trying to minimize the cursing, and I'm trying to keep it a little bit more cleaner so that babies can watch this and they can be influenced by it, and not deterred by the excessive usage usage of profane language, and this, that, and third, and on this person and on that person and all this and all that. But I was gonna say something to that PG, but I agree with you. Adam is working with some form of law enforcement. That's what I believe. David said, why do the PJs and Grace beef when y'all got so much in common, but from Watts being Crips and being from the projects, both from Watts and being from the projects. All right, David Sutton, great question, man. Hopefully this dude, whatever his name is, don't come on, oh, keep my hood at your mouth, ooh, and all this old, weirdo BS, right? The PJs and the Great Streets beef because of egos, and a lack of I don't want to say that, but egos, beef over egos, man. That's essentially what it all boils down to. Maybe in another video I'll give you the history behind it, but if you go watch the interview that I did with my father tells you how that beef commenced. You feel what I'm saying? But the beef had started before the first casualty, before the first individual lost their life, July the 4th, 1987. It had already been skirmishes, and all, and what I mean, back and forth, some isolated shootings back and forth, dudes robbing one another back and forth. So that relationship had already began to um wither away. It's just in 1987, July the 4th, on the 4th of July, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? If you know the history of PJs and Gray Streets, man, we were like family. Some individuals still got those family bonds and those family ties. And this is my thing. This is what I ask, dude. If you got a family bond and a family tie with these dudes, why don't individuals put these relationships on display so that it can deter the kids from feeling like F them dudes, they this, that, and third? Like, why don't we highlight these relationships? Why don't we show these relationships so these babies can say it's cool to have a friend from over there? Like, you know what I mean? But you know, that's me, man. Bobby Ye, man, I think so far out the box that I'm light years ahead of a lot of people. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that's no shade towards nobody. But anyways, as I was saying, man, I watched the brother content, and the brother content, yeah, he was shooting shots at me, but it's all good. It's all gravy, baby. Go ahead and shine. But this is what I say. Now you got people from from the east side of South Central, the by the Pueblos, and you know, going back towards that way towards downtown, that's saying that they're putting a ban on DC Baby Draco. Seeing the dude from Linwood say it, seeing the dude from Compton say that DC Baby Draco isn't welcome back over there, and all this and all that. But this is the thing. If we create this movement to put bans on individuals, like we gonna put bans, right? Why don't we ban unaliving one another? Why don't we ban targeting and victimizing one another? Why don't we ban that? Okay, look, watch this. This is me, and I'm Bobby A.A. Jones, man. Lifelong resident. Well, not lifelong resident. Let me start that again, baby. This is me, Bobby A.A. Jones, coming directly at you from Imperial Vision. Hey, man, I am a representative and an affiliate, and I am a member of the Imperial Course Housing Projects, known as the PJY Script, and I'm banning all black men from unaliving, killing, assassinating other black men. That's the ban. So what's up, man? Y'all gonna stand up and y'all gonna join this band? The way individuals jumping on this band, the band DC Baby Draco from certain parts of LA and other cities, surrounding cities in LA County. Can we ban killing each other? Can we ban putting our organizations and our sets before being black? Can we ban that? Can we ban degrading our women? Can we ban beating our women? Can we ban the separation that goes on in our community? Can we ban that? That's the ban. Y'all gonna jump on a ban? Who gonna jump on a wave? Who gonna support me in a ban of banning certain behaviors that we perpetrate on one another? Let's ban killing each other. Look, man, I am Bobby A.A. Jones, Imperial Vision, and I stamp and I start the ban on killing one another. No more black man killing no more black man. That's the ban. What we on? Can I get some support? I'm just saying. That's a ban worth supporting. Now look, check this out, homie. People will condemn the contaminated, but don't condemn the contaminants. We'll condemn the contaminated, but don't condemn the contaminants. Let that process. If we know that this water, this environment, this city, this corner, this block, this substance is contaminating our people, why don't we condemn that contaminant? Decontaminate our people and go eradicate, eviscerate, destroy the thing that's contaminating the people. Because that's contaminating the people. The confusion, the disorder, the self-hatred, the self-inflicted genocide is what's producing these contaminated individuals. So before we jump on this ban, banning DC Draco, DC Baby Draco, and all this and all that, we gotta condemn and ban the shit that contribute to the content that's getting individuals hit. If we ban and we outlaw blacks killing blacks, then we don't gotta worry about DC Baby Draco going into people's hood and dudes saying CKBK, HK, everything K, because we ain't pushing that no more. So he can no longer make content. When I make content, he can no longer release content of brothers, glorifying this blank, that blank, kill him, kill that, because we put a ban on it. Let's get rid of the contaminants so that we're not contaminating the people. Do that make sense? If I ain't making much sense, let me know. The culture got to do better. The culture do got to do better. I agree with you, Queen. The people who are representatives, who are influencers of the culture, got to do better. We got to do better with designating who's a leader in our culture, in our community. If in the Bible, if it says that there is no peace to the wicked, And this individual is a leader of this community, of this gang, of this region, of this faction, and you wondering why so many of they homies getting hit, or so many people from over there is dying. There's no peace for the wicked. The leadership, the government is wicked. Change the leadership, change the government, get somebody in there that's proactive, that's progressive, and that's for the gain and the benefit of the people. You're part of the people. So if the people benefit, then you can benefit. But when you isolate yourself from the people and you make everything about yourself, gang, then the people are shortchanged. Come on, man. If we gonna be real, let's be real. Let's put a ban on us killing one another. We ain't gotta kill each other. We don't. Man, listen, homie. I just spoke with one of my player partners a few days ago, and he got life without. He got life without, big dog. He ain't never coming home. He'll never come home on parole, no early dates, no none of that. That brother and his crime partner just passed away. I ain't gonna go into the details about how his crime partner passed away, but his crime partner had life plus like 80 years, 100 years, some crazy shit, like, right? But he has life without the possibility of parole plus something else. They was trying to give him the death penalty, but he took that as a deal. That was his deal, life without. Man, don't chip me. Don't condemn me to that. Just go ahead and give me life without. Man, that's it. Man, you don't think that's a crazy deal? A brother took a deal for life without the possibility of parole so that he can escape an infinity. But I was talking to him, and he said, man, I wish I would have did the shit that I'm in here for. It ain't make no sense. I was tripping. I was hurt. I was coming from a hurt place. If I know what I know now, I wouldn't have did what I did then. We can change those dynamics. Let's not wait until we're in a compromised situation. Let's not wait until we in a controlled environment called a correctional institution. Let's not wait until them dudes is coming up on you and they making decisions on what they gonna do with your life. They about to put an end to it. Let's not wait until then. When we can be proactive, when we can stop and reduce a lot of this shit now. You got all these influential dudes, you got all these reps and all these different hoods and all that, and these niggas fuck with each other behind the table, and they sharing females, and they busting moves, and they doing fraudulent shit with each other. They work at the oil refinery, they do this, they do all this and all this, like, right? But can't none of them influential dudes come out and say, listen, homie, we gonna kill this war, we gonna end this. This ain't serving us. This is hindering our people. So if a person have the power, if a person have the authorization to put an end to a gang war and they don't, why do you think some dudes don't end these gang wars? They have a vested interest. A vested interest is when you have a stake in something. When you, and in this case, it's the dysfunction. I believe the word is dysfunctionality of our communities. That's why a lot of dudes don't end these gang wars, because they get them chizags. So the money is more valuable than the population. The money is more valuable than the people. And a lot of dudes, man, that could potentially stop these gang wars and all that, man, they don't really give a fuck about stopping it. You know why? Because a lot of these dudes' kids ain't in the community. They kids is playing basketball, soccer. They kids is playing baseball, basketball, football. They kids is, star athlete. You know what I mean? They kids ain't dealing with the dynamics that your kids is dealing with. Ooh, this is cold. It gets heavy, man. It gets heavy, man. But hold on, I don't want everybody knowing one man, because I be in the cut, and sometimes I just gotta pull up and say, "What's the deal? Man, what's all that gangster shit you?" No, I'm not. Let me stop playing. Hey, I'm popping it on that. Gang members, aka crybabies. All right, bro. Hey, I'm about to get off this thing, man. I'm about to get off this thing. Y'all step and be blessed when I'm going back live, probably at like 10 o'clock, man. And we gonna continue the conversation, man. I want to see if people's gonna, support my band. Let's ban us beating up on our women. Let's ban us running out on our parental responsibilities. Let's ban us killing each other. That's the ban. Y'all step and be blessed. I'm gone.